Hey there, Heather, ho there, Chef Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another OOTP Legends League Game of the Day. Today from Tropicana Field, as the 2020 Rays are playing after their cousins, the Tampa Bay Rays. They're both in the same stadium, but now it's the nightcap. And the 2020 Rays, for 6,000 fans who stuck around for free baseball, will take on the 1929 Philadelphia A's. Bill Shores, who's usually a reliever, now he's put up into the starting rotation. How that he has 13 saves, but now he's a starter now. Some movement. Pedro Aguilar will be in. He's also, I think, well, this is his debut, his second game in the professional league, so hopefully he does quite well. Anyway, the 29 A's have Bing Miller playing right field, not Bing Crosby. Neil Haas playing center. Double X for Jimmy Fox in first. Jimmy Dykes playing short. Bill Miller at third. Max Bishop at second. Joe Bully will DH. Cy Perkins will play catcher, and Walter French will play left. We had saw the 29 A's actually 3 days ago, but now they're in Tampa. Manuel Margot playing right. Big Pete and Willia in left. Joey Wendo playing second. Willie Adames short. Jose Arano at first. Andy Diaz playing third. Pablo Garcia catching. Kevin Kumar will play center, and Mike Rousseau will DH. As we remember that tomorrow we are in Cleveland as the 1920 Indians host the 2001 Mariners. On 97 Marlins head to the 57 Braves. On Wednesday, Montreal takes on the 01 Diamondbacks on Thursday. Texas and Seattle Legends. On Friday, we will have to figure out what Saturday we'll do about. Anyway, Pedro Aguilar, this will be his second start in the league. Under minor league contract. The Yankees and released by the Yankees July 2015. And then the 2020 Rays picked him up. Bing Miller will at first. Field. The Phillies have a 7-game losing streak. They've won 3 out of 4 against these guys. So Pedro Aguilar is going to come plate. And a base hit by Bing Miller. It's a single. Today's game ready by Visa, all you need, and AT&T Communications. Here's Milhouse. A bunt. And it's a good punt. And the runner will go to first. I think both teams might go with a bullpen game. I don't know what they'll do. Here's Fox. Double X. And a nice job. But Miller got a little bit greedy. His words for the well, you shouldn't have stolen third base. Trying to steal third base. Jimmy Fox is a good hitter. Fox loops one to right and into the glove of Margot makes the catch, and the 29 A's can't score. Bill Shores, usually the closer, 13 saves. Brandon Donnelly got picked up by the team, so now he's the new closer. Shores now a starter. Here's Manny Margot, 224 last year. Margot too short, and that's all he can do. Dykes could. He had no play. This Incabilia. A bunt, and he bunts it. Foul. Incabilia. I think for the Texas organization, right? Released by Texas, yep. Big drive, left field. Take it that one. Big Pete is his name. Homers is his game. 2-0 for the 2020 Rays. Here comes Wendell. Down the line. Fox will stomp on first base. Yes, that double X did play in the All-Star game alongside his Oakland counterpart, Willie Adames. Popped him up. And ran into Fox's glove. 2 outs. Here's Arano. Popped him up. Now, why didn't he pop up those guys in the first place? It would have been 0-0. But Incabilia, after Margot got a single, went, Doo-be-doo, what can you do? Here's Jimmy Dykes. Blah. Walk there, and here's Miller. Who's for the Boston? Throws for Miller to left, tips him. Right by that short fence. Oh, he's going for the plate. Well, it is a double by Miller. It makes it 2-1. Yeah, Miller played for the 04 Red Sox. Yeah, he played for the 04 Red Sox. Did not do so well. They dumped him off, and then he's like, fine, I'll play somewhere else. And the 29 says, hey, we have a spot. Bishop. will lace one. That's trouble. That's to the gap. This will be a RBI double by Bishop. And it's 2-2. So both these pitchers not really doing not high maintenance, but anyway, it's 2-2. Here's Foley. Foley goes at the left. This looks catchable. Is catchable by Ucubilia. 1 down. Perkins. Terrible pitch. That is a very terrible pitch. Perkins, well, lays a hit. And guess what? It's 3-2, so we might see a lot of runs in this game. We might. Never count your chickens before they hatch. Here's French. Up the middle. That's a hit for French. And it's now first and second. The 29 A's, well, Mickey Cochran needs a rest. That's why Perkins isn't at catcher. Doug Kramer and Beeble Laboro are not doing that well. Otherwise, the players are not really that big. In Tampa Bay, Arizona is cold as ice, and so Hunter Renfroe. So that's why they're not in the starting lineup. Here's Miller. Ground ball to short. This could be a double play. Oh, and a mistake by Adames. Who threw a terrible pitch. It's not his fault. It's Wendell's fault. E4. Bases are juiced or knocks. Hots up the middle, base hit. One will score, maybe two. No, just one. It's now 4-2. Now, Aguilar is not happy with it. He is starting to get peppered. Fairbanks and Drake will warm up. Not that Drake, Oliver Drake. Here's Fox. Fox laces at the left. This is trouble. Lace into the short wall. That's at least 2, ooh, maybe three. Oh, my. It's a bases clearing double by Double X. He's now got a 12-game hitting streak. He's got 80 RBI, 72. That's why he was in the All-Star game. Here's Dykes. Dykes down the line. Drops in, base hit. They're going for the run. No, Fox will stay at third. Now he wants Miller to get an RBI. Miller, ground ball, double play. Well, no second RBI for Miller. But the A's strike for 7, make it 7-2, and will chase Pablo Aguilar for sure. Here's Diaz. Ballon, no matter catch. Yeah, I told you there would be a lot of runs. I was actually right. Here's Garcia. Ground ball, this could be a double play. Just the one. Here comes Kiermaier.
Strike 3.
Sachin, good night. Fastball, 80 miles per hour. Brazil. Places at the left center. That will drop for a base hit. Runner will move to third. Well, it's a double by Brousseau. So a big double by Tampa. You might see, like, I say 15 runs. Over under? I say under. But anyway, second and third. 2 outs for Margot. Margot cannot get the runs across. Nice play by Miller. And the A's are up 7-2 after 2. Hi. Pedro's got to go. Fairbanks. Bishop, walk. Not so sweet. Fully to center. Nice catch. One out for Perkins. Perkins goes up to right. At the fence. Ooh, I thought it was like home run. No. Dude. Come on. French. Third to second. Seven 2. Here's Ucubilia. Sachin got him on the curveball. Sachin. Here's Wendell. Tapper, Shores, right at it. He didn't have to move. Not much time to react. Well, it looked like he didn't have time to react. He had lots of time to react. Adames, he will get a hit. There's a run. Oh. 7-2. Now we go to the line scores. Cincy 5-1 in the 5th. You'll see some high scores. 5-4 Bunch looking good. Pittsburgh up 4-0. Boston up by 4. Toronto looking good. Detroit's Legends looking good. But this is early on in the evening. Ooh, 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 ooh. Fairbanks to Miller. Easy. Yeah, I guess it was the pitcher. Here's Mihal. Neal to right field. Struck well and over the right fielder's head. That's a double. Nope, that's a triple. So a big triple by Mule Haas. And Fairbanks is going to have to be taken out of the game. The question is, what do you? It will be Diego Castillo who has agreed to come out of the bullpen cold. Drake and Beeks will warm up. So yeah, Diego Castillo's coming on. Fox has a chance at an RBI.
Strike 3.
Nope, he got him. Nice job by Castillo. And here comes Dykes. Dykes will make an RBI. It's a double. So, yeah, that's what happens. Makes it 8-2. Here's Miller. Miller, grab ball, easy play. 4-3, so a run does score. Poor Fairbanks, I feel so bad for him. He was doing so well. Here's Diaz. Diaz golfs into right field, into the glove. Miller, 1 out. I think Bill Shorts has never made start. But I don't know if they'll take him out after 5 or not. I would probably. Yeah, if I were Bill Shorts, what do you do? His last appearance was July 12th and giving up 5 earned runs. He did start. Well, that's the problem. Here's Kiermaier.
Strike 3.
And he strikes him out. So Shorts does his job. But he's actually been decent, except for the 2-run cherry shot by Mr. Ingavilla. Bishop takes a look. Here's Boley. Boley, ground ball. This could be a double play. Just to run into first. Throw the first, you can call it. Runner on second for Cy. Perkins floats it to center. Looks catchable. Is catchable. And he thought about it, Bishop, but stays at second. Here's French. Easy. Easy. 11 squeezy. 6-3. Hazer up 8-2. Shorts has done decently. So, good night. He goes down on the fastball. Here's Margot. Golf set to center. This looks catchable. Is catchable. 2 down for Haas. Here's Incaviglia, who's been the bane. The only big bane. And a float 1 left. So Shores has done pretty well. I think he's starting to get into a rhythm. I think you keep him in the game as long as you can. You're up by 6. Miller, ground ball short. Throw the first. Got him. 6-3 on the board. Everyone knows I'm crazy. So Beats and Luke are warming up. So they're going lefty. Here's Haas. Haas. That's a hit. That's a single. Here's Fox.
Strike 3.
Goodbye. Strike out on the side piece. Yeah, he's going to walk. So Jalen Beeks is going to come in to pitch for Tampa. Jalen Beeks. Dykes greets him with a base hit to right field that will land on the wall. Should be a double. It is a double by Dykes. Here's 28th, second and third with Miller coming to the plate. And no, we can't get the RBI. That was 2 outs. So Miller again misses a chance on RBI. 8-2 Philly still leads. Wendell. Ball set to right field, looking for the Stingrays. Oh, it's a double. Joey Wendell's going to get a triple out of it. So Joey Wendell gets a triple. The 6 triple, and here comes Adamas. Adamas, that's a hit, 8-3. I think they're gonna start with the bullpen. Yeah. He's got the closing. Yeah. Well, their bullpen. Yeah, they've got the bullpen. A little tired. Or New York's the guys who haven't really pitched. Shores gets Ariano on a fastball. Yes, that's a hit. And oh, what a mistake by Adamas. And he's in a rundown. Oh, and he's safe. How did he stay out of that mess? Oof. Here's Garcia. Rambo, this could be 2. Just the 1. RBI will happen. It's Fielders choose RBI 8-4. I think they'll probably take Shores out. So she got a big strikeout there on a fastball. Makes it 8-4. I think he probably just, well, the bullpen is a little bit tired. It's Bishop. Yeah, but I think his pitch count's high. Grab ball. This could be 2. Just 1. Bishop is on second base, holding with the out. There's Perkins. Easy play. Shortstop says, "Don't you dare move." As I hiccup. There's French. And Chugger out. 8-4. Yes. Well, the Tampa Legends won 4-2, so Tampa trying to go for the double dip, but no. Yerks is going to come in to pitch because Shores is throwing a lot of pitches. They need to get him out of there. So, that's a hit. There's Marco. Marco, drive right in the field. Oh! How did he get that? Big Miller got a catch. Marco got it. I did too. And again. 5 stars so far. Look at that catch by Big Miller. Irving Gomelia. Rambo. Double play? You bet. Nice job by Yorks to get the DP. And the 29As are still up 8-4. On to the bottom of on top of the 8. Miller. Tapper. And Beeks cannot do it. Taylor Beeks. So Drake again will be warming up with Anderson this time. Haas. Ground. Oh, this will be true. This looks like a double. So Will Haas is now 4-4. What a day for Haas. So a double. I think that's the 3rd double of the day. 2nd and 3rd for double X. Double X to center. Drops in. That's RBI number 4 today. Well, he is the very best hitter. 9-4. Beeks is like, yeah. Ready. Here's Takes. Ooh. Nice job. Thanks. Goodbye on a fastball. 99 miles per hour. And the pitch ain't one. Hit me. There we go. Someone's ready. And it'll be Nick Anderson who will come in to pitch. Surprise. I would have went Drake. It's Miller. 12-4. Miller again misses an RBI opportunity. But he walks. Bases juice for Bishop. Bishop goes at the center field. Nice diving play by Kiermaier. Possible tag. It is a sac fly for Bishop. Makes it 10-4. And here comes Bully. Trying to get an RBI, but not so fast. The Phillies do score a pair. Make it 10-4. Yerks to face Wendell. Wendell. Chopper. Easy play. Yeah. I said the over-under was 15 runs. It's almost at 15. Here's Adamas. Sashim, goodbye on the Slikes. Soriano. Ground ball. Nicely done by Dykes. 3 up. 3 down. 10-4. And Perkins. Well, I think they got to warm up the Yorks. Breckenridge and Caldwell are going to warm up. So Perkins. So they're thinking about their catcher. So Rudy Miller, 0 for 5. We played 15 games last year. So the only one hit, but Rudy Miller is going to get a chance to pitch hit. And he will ground out. So you might as well let your lesser known guys come. 1 for 4. French is 1 for 4. He's done. It will be Brad Morse. 0 for 4. Bud Morse, so excuse me. First year with the team. Trying to get an RBI, but a hit, but no. 6-3. Second first, same as the first. Hear about sheer poetry. Well, that was poetry. Bingler's 2 for 5. They're up by 6. And it'll be Joe Hassler, 2 for 9, coming in to a pitch hit.
Strike 3.
Got him. Well, they let the lesser known guys come in 10-4. So they need a catcher. They need, what do they need? They need a catcher, left and right field. Jill Boley. Rudy Miller plays third. But, yeah, Rudy Miller can't play in the outfield. Bud Morse doesn't know how to play the outfield. Joe Hassler doesn't play the outfield. We'll play Mattox will catch. Now Kramer will play left. And Bevo Laborgo will play right. You might as well just put them in for defensive purposes. Carol Yerkes looks pretty good. Yanni Dia, 10-4, yeah. And they're going to go to the bench. Michael Perez. Perez. Trying to get a hit, but not so fast. It goes to possible or now. There's Pablo Garcia. He's gone. It's Sujigo from the home. Strike 3 breaking ball. We're out. There's Meyer. He's out. It's Jose Martinez who will come in to pinch hit. And a fly ball to right. Caught by the A's and they win 10-4. What an inning. 7 runs in the second. That helps. 10-4. And if you bet on the under on 15, you got it. Narrowly. 10-4. Bill Shores gets the win. The save goes to Carol Yerkes. He does, in 3 innings, have a shutout, so that means he gets the save. So Yerkes gets the save. Nicely done. Pedro Aguilar. I don't know what the 2020 Rays were thinking, putting him as a starter. Hate to say it. You hate to see that coming. 2 doubles by Jimmy Dykes. I thought he had more than that. Anyway, yeah, triple by Milhouse. Milhouse had a single, a double, and a triple, but not a home run. Well, home runs are hard to hit. Milhouse is not known for their home runs. He had 3, but Shores pitched 6 innings, and then they went with Yorks. So Shores may have a future as a starter. Aguilar, not so much. Nice job by Diego Castillo. Fairbanks did injure himself while pitching. Anyway, the 3 stars. Norm Cash, 2 tater tots against the 04 Red Sox in the blowout. Greg Vaughn, 2 home runs in a wild game against the 2007 Rockies. And Don Wilson, a 2-hitter against the 1970 Orioles. Those are your 3 stars of the day. Where's the kind of schedule? Oh, that just say tomorrow and all that. Yeah, cool. Anyway, the Tampa Bay Rays win 4-2. Shields beats Haas. That's Moose Haas, not Mule Haas. And Jake McGee the save. Of course, that was the first game of the Tampa doubleheader, if you will. The Orioles Legends win 5-2. Cuellar now 14-3. He beats Fire. Stoddard picks up save number 18. The 2001 Mariners win 4-2. Tomko beats Urlai with Rhodes' 9th save. And those 2 teams will see the men. 29 A's win 10-4. 10-4. The Tigers Legends, a 3-hit shutout by Jack Morris against Scott Williamson, who drops to 0-9. The Blue Jays Legends lose late 5-4. Sunenson McDowell beats Guzman, Betancourt the save. The 91 Twins win 3-2. I went backwards. Win by Anderson over Ruzima, and Aguilera picks up the save. The Red Sox Legends 7-1. John Lester beats the Gym Cat. Oakland Legends 3-1. Fida Blue beats Faber. Eckersley picks up save number 25. The Rose Legends win 5-3. Apier beats Hunter. Castillo picks up save number 24. Mark Apier. Two-hitter by Don Wilson, 11-4, beats Phoebus. The 27 Yankees in the 11th. Lee beats Cordero. Springer picks up the save. Nice job. The White Sox Legends win 10-8. Pissarro beats Hankin. Well, the runs were like late. Well, the bottom of the ninth, Ventura walks off a home run off of Hankin. Why is he pitching the ninth? Anyway, the Angels Legends score late 9-7. Walden beats Putz. Percival the save, and bad weather has hit the American League. Usually, we don't see a game hit due to bad weather, but yet the Yankees and 2S2 Angels are hit by bad weather. They will have to play a day-night doubleheader tomorrow. The Braves Legends win 3-2 as Spawn beats Dontrell Willis. Willers picks up save number 6. Willis. The 1906 Cubs 6-0. Rollback shuts down Craig. Like they're always there. Spawn beats Willis. The Expos Legends 6-3. Rogers beats Vance with Clippert picking up the save. Oh, Montreal Expos. The 2001 Diamondbacks win 6-4. Prince beats Almeida Brohan the save. Mets with a shutout. Kuzman over Ramos. Reds Legends 9-3. Cueto beats Cheney. The Cubs Legends win late 4-2. Holtzman beats Konikowski with Marshall the save. John Marshall. Pirates Legends 11-1. Field beats Lurch. The Phillies Legends 4-0. Chris Short shuts down Caldo. The 82 Brewers win. Fingers over Pissarro. Fingers. The Cardinals Legends with a shutout. Carpenter versus Kramer. Fernando Salas to save. The Padres Legends 9-2. Hamilton beats Ojeda. Rockies Legends 10-5. Astachio beats Erskine. Bilal finally picks up the save. Erskine. The Giants Legends 3-2. Beck beats Orozco. Wilson the save. And the 98 Padres score 3 in the ninth to force extra innings and win. Hoffman beats Myers. So yeah, so the 2002 Angels and Yankees doubleheader. Washburn versus Petty at 2:05, and then the normal time game at 7:35 is Lackey versus Roofing. So yeah, that's a rarity. I think that's like the third or fourth time a game had to be scheduled due to bad weather. That's unusual. I forgot. All right, so a couple of shutouts in the news, but nothing else major. So we'll just end it on that. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. Odu.